Not in a million years will I walk away after this.
You're not finished?
No way. But what I'm going to do to him is going to be that bad of a beating on Saturday night, he ain't going to want to have a trilogy.
Alexander Usyk is still a target for Tyson Fury, who has now requested a trilogy from him. Tyson Fury asserts that he is requesting a rematch because Alexander Usyk brutally robbed him twice. He maintains that if Usyk had prevailed in at least one of the two bouts, he would have accepted his defeat with humility.
And I'm hoping there's going to be a trilogy, because all great dance partners have trilogies. It's facts. But what I'm going to do to him, he won't want a trilogy.
However, he is adamant that he has been cheated out of 2 wins against Alexander Usyk, so a third fight would only validate his claims of robbery and give him the victory he deserves. This may sound odd because Tyson Fury doesn't seem worthy of a trilogy, and if Usyk gives him the opportunity, the Gypsy King is only setting himself up for a third defeat from the same opponent, which wouldn't improve his boxing record. The idea of a trilogy was first discussed prior to the fight, when many boxing professionals and fans believed that Fury's instinct of revenge would have helped him achieve a spectacular victory over Alexander Usyk.
My last question, they are talking about a third match. Will be a third match?
When I win this one, then yes, sure.
You want that?
Yes.
Is this in?
Unfortunately, if the outcome was better than their previous battle, it wasn't all that different from the one that came before the bout with Tyson Fury. In a conversation with Boxing King Media, the Manchester native highlighted his full focus and desperate pursuit of revenge. The interviewer asked Gypsy King about a pause trilogy, and the 36-year-old said that he would love a third match, but only under one condition. Frank Warren, Turki, Alalshik, and many other boxing fans were willing to see the epic matchup for a third time. So everyone was rooting for a Fury win if that was going to bring the trilogy to life.
Contract?
No.
What do you want to tell Usyk right now?
Run, rabbit, run.
Run! I think
While the contract for their first fight had a 2-way rematch clause, Tyson Fury stated that if he wins this one, then yes, without a doubt, the third fight will only take place if Fury is successful in getting revenge. This time around, the 36-year-old made it clear that there was no contractual obligation like that. His Excellency Turki Alek won't hesitate to make a trilogy right away. And if Alexander Usyk wins, he will likely move on to other things. Possibly an undisputed fight with either Daniel Dubois or Joseph Parker.
What would you rather happen next? Would you rather the Usyk rematch or would you rather the AJ fight at Wembley?
I'd rather he gets the fight out of the way on the 18th first and we see where we go from there.
You're giving me nothing here, Frank.
Sorry?
You're giving me nothing.
I've just told you, let's get that fight out of the way. I mean, you want to go...
In an interview with Boxing News a few days ago, Tyson Fury's promoter Frank Warren also discussed the potential trilogy and how it will outlast any future bouts between the two boxers. Warren asserted that a trilogy bout between Fury and Usyk is contracted, and if Tyson prevails, whatever happens would be the case as long as no one retires. Warren stated that the undisputed clash against Dubois or Parker will be further postponed if the 36-year-old wins the rematch, giving the trilogy precedence over bouts with Anthony Joshua for both fighters.
and that was it.
Can he come back from this, Tyson?
I don't know. Listen, it's up to the man and whatever he wants to do. If he's got a good ambition to come back again and do what he's got to do, I don't know. Listen, he'll have to make his own decisions. He's a big boy, isn't he?
Even Joshua is waiting for the outcome of the Riyadh season rematches to determine his future because he wants to fight Fury. If the trilogy takes place, it will severely hinder his comeback plan and worsen the situation for Ajay. Boxing fans have been anxiously awaiting the moment when Ajay and Fury clash in the ring. In an interview with Al Arabia, the Gypsy King also expressed greater interest in rematching with Usyk than with him. Although this announcement by Tyson Fury and Frank Warren would have hurt Ajay and some fans, most boxing fans won't be against seeing Fury and Usyk square off for the third time. Tyson Fury said that Joshua is currently in ruins and that he needs to pick himself up after his last fight. However, I think the fight with Usyk on Saturday and the one that follows would be fantastic.
50-50 fight. God's honest truth. Dubois a lot younger, isn't he? He's 26-7-year-old. The other man's 35, same age as me.
The Gypsy King is a stranger to defeats until Alexander. Usyk altered the story in May and again on December 21st. Tyson Fury is no stranger to trilogies, having faced Derek Chisora and, more famously, Deontay Wilder in trilogies years ago. It is incomprehensible that Alexander Usyk consents to a trilogy since only Usyk stands to lose. Regardless of the result of the third fight,
Daniel, 1 second, let him have his moment. Daniel, no.
Usyk, well, I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight.
Alexander USK will still be ahead because Tyson has lost his undefeated record to Usyk, and if they fight 3 times, Usyk is already 2 fights ahead. The Cobra said, I wouldn't like to see Usyk get in there with Daniel Dubois and not really fancy it, like not want to do it because Daniel Dubois is young, strong, big puncher, he's flying right now. I know he's got Joseph Parker next, but I suppose if Usyk fights again, that's probably the fight for him. That's the fight we're going to want to see as fans. But I believe Usyk should just leave now and enjoy that victory.
Done on tonight. God bless. I want my revenge for the robbery last time. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.
After Alexander Usyk defeated Tyson Fury by unanimous decision in the eagerly awaited rematch between the two, Daniel Dubois interrupted his celebration speech and demanded a rematch with the Ukrainian. Usyk had just won a 116-112 scorecard to retain his heavyweight titles in Riyadh. The Dubas, who defeated Filip Hrgović in June to win the IBF title, were present at the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia.
Make it happen.
Mr. Excellency, Your Excellency, make me fight with Daniel Dubois. Thank you so much.
Well done tonight. God bless you. I want to get back at Frank for the robbery last time. Let's go get it. In August 2023, Usyk defeated Dubois in Poland, halting the young British fighter in the 9th round of a brutal bout. In the 5th round, DU has knocked Usyk to the ground with a punch on the belt line that was judged a low blow after 4 minutes to recover. Before Dubois interrupted, Usyk was asked what he thought of the judges' scorecard for his rematch with Fury, which he won 116-12. Drew, on his superior experience and determination to beat Dubois into submission, simply replied, "Yeah, no problem. I am ready next fight. No problem now, I want to go back home, get a little bit of rest, and I'm ready."
What did you make of it?
It's my time now, son. The new, hand over the crown. It's passing of the...
You want the winner?
Yeah.
Well, you want the winner.
I want Usyk now. Yeah.
Did you think he deserved...
In Wembley. Get him in Wembley.
Did you think he deserved to win tonight?
Daniel, talk to me.
When asked how he keeps getting better, he joked, "I don't know. Maybe I'm training, preparing while my wife helped me." It's a very happy day for my sons, who have won competitions in judo as well. In an interview after the fight, the 37-year-old said, "He is a great fighter, he is a great opponent. An unbelievable 24 rounds for my career. Thank you so much." Speaking in Ukrainian, he added, "I want to dedicate this victory to my mother. She worries about me all the time, and I want to thank you very much for everything you've done for me."
See him come again. Well, Daniel Dubois jumped in the ring and said, "Let's get this fight on." I think he was told by Bricktop to do that. Jump in there, make a bit of noise. So Daniel Dubois got in there. I didn't like it because Usyk was tired. He wanted to do his interview, and then he's got Daniel Dubois jumping on. But I understand he's selling the game on. He's trying to get the next fight. But
after Alexander Usyk defeated Tyson Fury by unanimous decision in the eagerly awaited rematch between the two, Daniel Dubois interrupted his celebration speech and demanded a rematch with the Ukrainian. Usyk had just won a 116-112 scorecard to retain his heavyweight titles in Riyadh. The Dubas, who defeated Filip Hrgović in June to win the IBF title, were present at the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. Now DU is out for vengeance, interrupting the post-fight interview on Saturday night to express his feelings.
Shift, he was tired, he was marked up, and he's now having to say, and he actually called it, didn't he? He said, "Turkey Al Sheikh, let's make the fight happen, let's do it." He didn't back down, he said, "Let's make the fight happen." I wouldn't like to see Usyk.
Usyk stated he was open to making it happen, but now, Froke has expressed his thoughts on his YouTube channel, saying the call-out from Dubas was unnecessary, even though he can understand the meaning behind interview 12. According to the 47-year-old, since Usyk is 2 years older than Fury, I believe he has reached the end of his game. Will he return?
Can you just give your thoughts on that fight, please?
Say what?
The thoughts on the fight. Did you feel like the...
Absolutely, Alexander Usyk is the champion. There is no doubt that he won that fight.
Was that just dominance from the start? Did you feel like he pushed Tyson Fury on the back foot throughout most of the fight?
He was tired. He was marked up, and now he had to decide whether or not he would fight Dubois. He actually called it that, but he didn't back down. Instead, he said, "Let's make this fight happen. Let's do it." The Cobra said, "I wouldn't like to see Usyk get in there with Daniel Dubois and not really fancy it, like not want to do it because Daniel Dubois is young, strong, big puncher, he's flying right now. I know he's got Joseph Parker next, but I suppose if Usyk fights again, that's probably the fight for him, that's the fight we're going to want to see as fans. But I believe Usyk should just leave now and enjoy that victory."